This video is about the foundation of investing. We'll address topics that we hear a lot about but often fail to completely understand. Questions like, what is an investment? What's a good investment? What kinds of investments are available to me? And how do I know which investment is right for me? Well, let's start with the first question. What is an investment? Well, for purposes of this course, we're going to define an investment as anything with potential to make money. Without knowing ahead of time whether an investment is going to profit or not, we need to be able to determine what a good investment is. A good investment is any investment that has an acceptable return on risk. Let me explain by demonstrating the relationship between probability and profitability in investing. United States Treasury bonds are widely considered to be the safest investment vehicle in the world. Because they have such a high probability of profit, their return on investment is not going to be very high. In fact, as of the recording of this video, the return on a 10-year Treasury bond is less than 1.5% annually. Now compare that to one of the riskiest investments in the world, buying a lottery ticket. The Powerball is a lottery in the United States. A ticket costs $2. The grand prize has been as high as $1.5 billion. Think of that. You can invest $2 and walk away a billionaire. But what are the probabilities of winning that prize? Less than 1 in 292 million. In fact, the odds of profiting at all are only 1 in 24. Not a real high chance of success, but for some, the potential return makes it worth the risk. Now, investing can take many forms. You can invest in real estate, cash and cash equivalents, precious metals, government bonds, cryptocurrencies, corporate bonds, derivatives in everything, equities, commodities, and futures contracts. Remember, anything that has potential to make money is an investment. All these different investments can be broken down into 3 basic types: ownership, lending, and cash. Examples of ownership investments would include things like real estate, precious metals, stocks, baseball cards, cars. Really, anything you take possession of is considered an ownership type of investment. Now, ownership investing is normally considered the riskiest type of investment and generally has the highest return potential. Lending investments could include personal loans, hard money lending, or bonds. Lending investments are typically, but not always, considered safer than ownership investments and tend to return less. Cash investments don't tend to return much, if anything at all. These include savings accounts, money market accounts, certificates of deposit, and good old-fashioned stuffing it in your mattress. Now, how do you know which investment is right for you? Well, you need to consider your resources. Now, the first resource you need to consider is the cost of the investment. Can you afford it? Can you afford the risk associated with it? The second resource you need to consider is time. How much time will it take to manage that investment? Can you realistically set aside the time it will take to manage the investment? For example, if you have a full-time job and that prevents you from being able to pay attention while stock markets are open, you probably don't want to try to become a day trader. Your next resource is your personal understanding of the investment. I hope that you'll never choose to invest in something that you don't fully understand. Make sure you understand what you're doing with your money. Other things to consider include your investment horizon, which is the time frame in which you need the investment to pay out, liquidity, which is how easily you can enter and exit an investment, and of course, the potential return on risk. As you're considering your investment alternatives, make sure you educate yourself. Understand all of the potential outcomes and understand clearly the concept of risk versus reward.